Hello everybody and welcome back to our third tutorial here. On this tutorial, what we're going to do is tackle the issue of crown molding and base moldings and under cabinet light valance. And we're also going to be adding in our countertops and everything else like that. So pretty cool. We've already drawn this kitchen out in our last tutorial. So the next thing we need to do is add some stuff onto cabinet itself. All right, so let's go back to plan view right here. I'm going to get rid of this cabinet schedule as we did in the last one. And what I'm going to do here, I think the easiest way to do this is basically to just add it in from this view. All right, we're working with the Barker Modern catalog. So open up Barker Modern and then you're going to go kitchen. And again, just like you would be ordering on our website, you notice this, kitchen, base, wall, tall, appliance panels. We have millwork down there. Go to crown molding. And you can do crown molding right here, horizontal or vertical, or you can use a little M square trim. I'm going to use the two-piece and add in this guy up here. Now notice that it automatically wants to grab it and put it at the top of the cabinet. It doesn't want to put it down here. I basically programmed it in to stay at 92-inch elevation. So as long as you keep your cabinets where they should be, or where they were, then you'll be good to go. So what we can do right here, I'm just going to kind of center this guy right there, and then I'm going to just drag it over. It's about flush with the end. Doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, and again right there. Sweet. So that's it. So what I just did right there, if you notice up here now, you got a piece of crown molding on top. Now you're probably thinking, well, you know, I've seen them do it in the other tutorials, and Chief Architect does have another tutorial on there. They have it to the point where you can actually go into your plan view, you can double click on, not the molding I just put on there. Double click on this cabinet and you can go to moldings right there, and you can add a new molding onto the cabinet with whatever you want. You could go in here and say, I'm going to add this crown molding, you know, and get this, and I even have these profiles in here if you want. But look, so now you got this guy right here. And you can put it on top. But I think that's a mess. And the reason for that is if you have multiple cabinets side by side and you do this, these things never really work the way you want it to. So I made my own little crown product and I put it in our catalog for you. You guys can do it whichever way you want. Also, I'm a little worried that if people do this, if you put the crown molding on like they did with the countertops, and we'll do that here in a minute, sometimes it messes up the height of your cabinets on the cabinet schedule. When I say cabinet schedule, I mean this little deal right here. Boom, your cabinet list. It can mess up with the height, and it really does it a lot when you get into the base with the countertops on there. All right, so let's go here again. I'm going to grab this guy. I'm going to Control C, Control V, right there. Going through. And again, I'm just going to get it as close to that edge as possible, maybe a little bit over. You know, it depends on how you're going to install it. The nice thing about this is that you can take this and then pull it over. It's great. And again, the nice thing about this is it actually comes up on that cabinet schedule we talked about just a minute ago. And I will show you what that is when we're all done here. And you can get an idea for how much crown molding you need. You might be thinking, well, how much do I need? Well, typically you want a little extra, so always order just a little bit more than you need. That way you can, if you make an error, people do. I make errors a lot, especially on installation of crown molding. All right, so grab this one over here. You got this tall stack right here. It needs to be a little deeper. Take this guy, take it back to the wall, move this thing over here. You can tell that's the finished end panel right here sticking out. The front of this needs to go out to the front of the end panel. Good. And I'm just working my way around the room. That's how I have done the entire thing of crown molding now. Let's see if it looks good. And it looks good. Looks real good. Okay, crown molding's on top. Just 2-inch simple crown molding. Nice and contemporary, nice and easy. Now, let's go back to our elevation view here, and let's add some light rail. So the light rail is going to be down here. It's not going to be in the crown molding category. It's going to be in the light rail category. And I'm going to use the square trim, just a nice, simple little 3/4 inch piece of molding turned on its side. And again, this is built as a cabinet. And again, you can make it exactly how you want it. I like to get it just a little bit on the outside. Well, I guess maybe a little bit on the inside for the light rail. And you can play around with that at home when you guys are installing. I feel like there's a better way to do this. Somebody's going to say something in the notes of this video. There's a, you can snap it to the grid, Chad. Yeah. Oh, I'm not that smart. So here we go. Let's go and get that there. That's fine. This is going to be hidden back over here. Doesn't really make a difference. And let's go onto this side. Grab some more square trim. See what I'm doing? I'm just kind of working my way around. I'm going to need 2 pieces. We just did that. I'm going to grab this piece, go into here, and then I'm just going to take this thing and snap it to the edge. Good. And you can see how quick we can do this. Just make sure you have everything done, all your cabinets. Oh, I see an error right there. See this little gap? You don't want a gap. I must not have dragged that over enough. Yeah, don't do that. All right. There we go. So that's it. Now my crown mold, or my under cabinet light valance, is all done. Notice right there. Goes right around the bottom. And that'll hide any fixtures we have underneath. If you're going to do an LED fixture or really anything you want on the bottom there, that's how you do it. Okay. Now, before we do countertops, let's do the toe skin down here, just for your perspective views. This won't really mess up your cabinet a lot, but, it's worth noticing or noting. So let's go through here. So let's stay on this view. Grab your select tool and double click on that cabinet. Go to moldings, and you're going to go add new, user catalog, Barker Modern, kitchen, millwork, toe skin and base molding. I know there's a lot of categories. You're probably like, there's so many categories. There's a lot of cabinets. Sorry, just have to deal with it. All right, we're going to go here. We added that molding. It looks like it's going to be on the top. That's not what we want. Let's go over here and make it from the bottom. That looks pretty good. All right. Say done. Okay. Now you notice it added a white piece of base molding. The white is just the default color. Okay. That's just whatever they have out of there. You have to, if you want to change that color to anything else, we're going to need to select the other one. So don't ask me why they did this, but go to open a Barker Modern, close up kitchen, go to door, laminate, color, and finish, and we're going to match that. So just go here and go to textured, and I'm using City Oak horizontal. You might be thinking, hey, just grab the City Oak horizontal, right? It'll be horizontal. It's not. For some reason, when they do millwork, it reverses the grain direction. So go to City Oak vertical, and now it looks horizontal. All right. So another way you can do it, you could also spray it like this, but technically it's a 3/4 inch thick toe skin. I like to have everything accurate. So when you look at this picture, you're going to see, oh, well, this is flush on the side. Yeah, it is, because that toe skin's 3/4 inch thick. We can't get thinner material for all of our flavors, all of our colors that we offer. So that's what we do. So let's go over here, and I'm going to take this and show you a real fast way of doing all of these without having to do every single cabinet like that, because that's just terrible. All right, so we're going to find the material eyedropper. Sorry, object eyedropper. Take that. Click on the cabinet you want to copy. And then down here at the very bottom, there's another one that says select properties to paint. Click that. And then you're going to go up here and you're going to say, oh, look, I can select certain things that I can take. Now, I could say OK, and I could apply all of these settings to every other cabinet here. We're going to clear all these because we don't want to apply everything. We want to just apply the molding. So the molding material, of course, because we don't want to have to redo that spray can thing. And then go over here and go to moldings and say OK. Now look, click that, click that, click that. See, now I can just go all the way around the room. Nice. It's pretty sweet. I got my base molding on, or my toe skin in this case, and we're good to go. And I hit the escape key, and now I'm back into it. Hit my select key, and again, I'm good to go. Pretty good. Our kitchen is almost done. Now we just need to do countertop and backsplash. Those are the fun things to do before we get to do the 3D. Oh, let's also add in a sink too, because we don't have a sink in our sink cabinet. All right, so let's go over here and go to the manufacturer catalogs. And who makes sinks? LK makes a sink, right? They got some nice looking sinks. I'm thinking maybe a stainless steel sink. It doesn't really matter. You could spend hours, and I probably would spend hours doing this. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Got that. LK, do you guys make... Who makes a good, a good faucet? There was somebody out here that made them. So look at all these different ones. Delta, you guys make stuff, right? All right, there we go. Delta, that's fine. I like this one right here. It's kind of cool. I just put one of these in the office. I don't know how good it's going to be, but we'll see. All right, take that and put it in there. What? Doesn't look anything like it. I want a Trinsic Pro, apparently. All right, here we go. Come on, come on. Snap to the point. That's not doing anything. Yeah. I think it's that other faucet is not making it real fun. Here we go. If I can get the thing to go up. So notice it's snapping around all over the place. It's just not doing what I need it to do. All right, let's just go here and do it manually. That worked. So there it is. Go to top view and move it out a little bit from the back wall because it doesn't need to be right on that back wall. It's not very accurate. There we go. Got our nice sink and we got our nice faucet going in there. It's going to look really nice when we do our ray trace 3D view later. All right, so let's do countertops. Now, as I was talking about before, there's some issues with doing a countertop on, say, a sink cabinet or a base 90 cabinet. You can go through here and you'll notice that you can put a countertop right here with a thickness of, say, 1.25, okay? And that's fine, but the problem is, look at this. When you put the countertop on, now it shrunk that cabinet height down. You go back up here and you go and put your cabinet schedule in, and it's still going to show that base 90 being 34.5 inches tall. So that's not accurate. That countertop thickness has basically lowered the height on our plan, on our elevation view, but it's kept it the same on here. And I don't like inaccuracies like that. I think that's just, you're asking for trouble. So don't put it on your cabinet, and that's just, we're asking for too many issues, as we said before. So leave that countertop off of there. Go back to your plan view, delete this guy right here. We don't need it. If you delete that, then you get all your codes back. So notice here you can see all the codes, exactly where it all is. So to do a countertop, you're thinking, well, how do we do a countertop then? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, go to build and go to their little cabinet category here. And yeah, don't use their cabinets. I mean, no offense to Chief Architect, they're great, but their cabinets are generic and there's, you know, they're not dialed in for any particular line. Go to custom countertop and then just go over here and then find a good spot. I typically like to do it about an inch or so off the end, and I'm dragging and dropping. And you can drag this all the way over. See? It's going to go right to the wall. And it automatically opens up the hole for it. Now, that's something that hasn't really been done in a lot of 3D software I've seen in the past. I'm sure that they've had this all figured out, but for me that's still pretty cool. So I like what they're doing there. All right, back onto the top view, and let's go over here and grab this. And I'm going to draw that wall, or that countertop, sorry, and put another one right there. And now I just drew all the countertops in a matter of seconds. Pretty neat. I'm not going to show you how to change that color yet because we're going to do that here in just a minute. But let's do the backsplash. Okay, go to plan view. I'm sorry, you go to elevation view. And we can draw the backsplash in one simple step. Again, go up here and you can do a custom backsplash. Again, that's on the little fast keyboard area right there. Again, if you want to look at it, just go to build, go to cabinet, and then go to custom backsplash. Notice that all of these things are on this quick tools toolbar. Cabinet, custom backsplash, here we go. I like this one. I should have probably scrolled out a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to grab this and I'm just going to expand it. That was awful. All right, there we go. And down, and then we're going to go down to this countertop. That looks good. One thing I noticed, this thing needs to be moved up just a little bit because it's inside of the countertop. It's not magic. All right, there we go. And then we're going to go to the other side, other elevation here. And again, we're going to do custom backsplash. And you could do it two different ways. You could technically just draw it like this and just randomly do it however you want. But sometimes it won't let you draw inside of the cabinet because it knows. And so what I'm going to do right here is get that down there, make sure that's on the countertop, draw this over. And for some reason it doesn't want me to get any closer to that wall. Try holding your control button down. That's the way to get it to override things. If you just hold the control button down, it's the bottom left side of your keyboard. You can usually override anything. I don't know if that's a great idea a lot of the times because you make stuff overlap, but you know, worst case scenario, do what you gotta do. All right, so there's our backsplash. Now 3D view again. We got our backsplash. We got our countertop. We got our base molding. We got our under cabinet light valance. We've got some crown molding. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Look at that. I mean, this is the one I did earlier, but we got the same thing going on here. Now you might be thinking, well, hey, look, I really want to do some other cool stuff, and we can. We're at 15 minutes. I'm going to spend a few more minutes on this video just putting in some other ancillary things. So for example, let's figure out how to put in the electrical outlets and whatnot. Okay, go over here and go to any of the catalogs that came with it. Usually they come in with these core catalogs. You can go to architectural, and you can typically find something that says something like electrical or you know, anything you want. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here that you can do. Let's see, where am I? Architectural, backdrops, interiors, materials, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing. There we go. Electrical, let's go outlets. Double click on that. Ceiling mounted. Oh, these are just signs. Okay, so let's go and find. So go to mechanical, go to electrical, go to outlets, go to surface mounted, and then most likely if you're in America, we're going to be doing a 110. And you have all these different outlets. Now I know these aren't the most like spectacular. I mean, there's new ones. There's other areas you can get them, but for the moment, let's use these guys. You know, something similar to that. It's probably fine. All right, so there we go. We got one there, and let's put another one right there. Maybe another one right there, and another one right there. If you add those things, it's just kind of fun because now you got, oh, look, this little thing's in here. Just put it like a glass of spilled wine on the countertop and then make people think that this is a real kitchen that we built. Probably not. I don't know if they're ever going to be that good. Okay, so we got electrical outlets there. That's good. We got all of our other stuff. Oh, let's do some lighting too. So go to your top view, or you can do this from any view you want. I guess most customers are probably going to want to edit in this view. So let's go to architectural, go to lighting. Ooh, that thing takes forever to open. What is in there? So you got some cabinet lights. Let's just do a puck. This is kind of neat. So watch this. So get up underneath your cabinets right here. Look at right there, and then I'm gonna grab this puck and put that right there. Nice, huh? And it actually works pretty well. It's not that hard to put these puck lights onto the bottom of the cabinet. Now you can do other ones too. There's tubes and LEDs and everything you can think of going through there. So there's that. Okay, cool. Very neat. All right, now let's go above it. Let's see if we can get some above cabinets. I haven't tried this yet. Let's see if we can get a little bit different view. Above cabinet. Is it working? Oh, that one doesn't work very well. All right, but you get the idea. Now, to do other lighting, you can go through here, close this out, and close that. One of the things that you can do with lighting is add lighting onto this. Oh, it did work. Okay. I have no idea how to get that off of there now. That's probably gonna be my plan in the final view. All right, sorry about that. Moving on. Let's see here. This random light. Okay, so let's go over here to lighting. So it's an electrical object. So if you go up here, there was an outlet right there. Okay, I'm sorry. I should probably redo this entire video, but it's Friday and I want to go home. So go over to lighting right here, and then just go over here and put a light. And notice that you can put these lights anywhere you want on the ceiling. And the lights are going to help you get more shadows and everything else you can think of. So I'm just going to put some random lights around here. And again, a light. Let's go right there, right there, right there. Let's get another one right here, right here, right here. Very neat. Lights are all done there. We're good to go. We got something that kind of looks like a kitchen. And good to go. So that's pretty much it. So we drew our faucet in this tutorial. We got our sink done. We got some backsplash, and we got crown molding. I mean, you name it, we got it. This whole thing is loaded up. Technically, you could start doing your ray trace right now, but that's our next tutorial. Almost at 20 minutes. Thanks a lot, people.